That's the other topic that is sort of on the radar screen, and that is the debt limit. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 weeks away. They're giving us some sort of deadline. What's your take on the whole thing?
My take is it's a royal mess. I don't understand why it takes so long. I really don't. I understand I'm not a veteran of Washington. Maybe there's some things I'm still learning. But for the life of me, I will never understand why they leave everything till the last minute. I've been talking and writing about the debt limit since January, February. We knew this was out there. Why did we wait so long? And now you've got this, up against the clock. The entire country is being held hostage because neither side will budge. I think it's pretty simple. We have to do two things. Number one, we have to reduce spending. You can't continue to spend money we don't have. And I think everyone needs to understand that. And the places where you need to reduce spending is the places where the spending's happening. So while people talk about all the discretionary spending and the military budget and really the spending is in the entitlement programs that are going bankrupt, particularly Medicare. If you want to save Medicare, then we have to reform it and not politicize it or demagogue it. And then the other thing that we have to do, because you can't just cut your way, you've also got to generate some revenue. You got to have more money come into the government so it can use it to pay down the debt. And the debate is, well, how do you generate more money for government? The president wants to raise taxes. And I'm not going to get into that today because I don't want to politicize this hearing. But I guarantee you that the last thing that these business owners in Northwest Florida who have been hurt by the oil spill need is a tax increase. Mm-hmm. And the president will go on and say, well, it's a tax increase on rich people. But the way he defines rich people is very different than the way you and I would define rich people. His definition of rich people is anybody who makes over $200,000 a year or anybody whose business makes over $200,000 a year. And that's a lot of people and a lot of small businesses. So I think the way to generate revenue for government is to grow the economy. We don't need new taxes. We need more taxpayers. And that means getting people back to work. And what's going to get people back to work is regulatory reform and tax reform that encourages business owners and investors to start reinvesting money in the American economy to create new businesses and new jobs.